Greetings. I'm going to demonstrate to you how many things you can do with artificial intelligence that would have been extremely time-consuming in the recent past and even more time-consuming centuries ago, which will enable you to see more about the exponential rate of technological progress. William Shakespeare is generally considered the greatest writer in the English language, and he wrote at a time when early modern English was emerging. If you went any further back in time than Shakespeare's era, you would find Middle English, which not only existed only in England, but was also a language that would not be intelligible to English speakers today. But Shakespeare's output of work is summarized as follows: 39 plays, 154 sonnets, and 3 long form. Now we're going to focus on these 154 sonnets. A sonnet has 14 lines, but it is time consuming to write because you have to follow a complex rhyming pattern that is very difficult to maintain, and therefore writing a sonnet manually was very time consuming. And certainly in the time of Shakespeare, when forget about laser printers and word processors, he did not even have ballpoint pens. He had to dip a feather in ink and write on paper, and if there were crossouts, corrections, and rewrites, then that was very tedious. We don't have to do any of that now, therefore I can generate these sonnets in a very, very efficient manner. So I'm going to create a playlist of 154 AI-assisted sonnets. By many accounts, biographers who study Shakespeare say that the sonnets were 25 to 30% of his workload of his life's work. So the 39 plays may have been 65% or 70%, but 25 to 30% of his time spent only on the sonnets is very significant. William Shakespeare was born in 1564, coincidentally the same year in which Galileo Galilei was born. I bet you didn't know that. And both of these men actually had the peak of their success, or the most well-known output of theirs, in almost the same year, 1609, 1610. Shakespeare published his sonnets as one publication in 1609, and in 1609 and early 1610 is when Galileo was using his telescope to look at the moon and Jupiter. So two people born in the same year were at their very peak at the same time for the output that people today still remember them for. And Shakespeare died when he was only 52. Galileo lived a fair bit longer than that. And dying at 52 was in fact normal for this time and place. Life expectancy in England in Shakespeare's time was actually lower than 52, even if you adjust for infant mortality, which you should not adjust for. So this is going to be a new playlist on this channel, and it's also going to be my first foray into YouTube Shorts. I didn't want to do shorts just for the sake of doing it, but these sonnets lend themselves very well to shorts because they have a vertical aspect ratio, as a smartphone does, rather than this horizontal 16:9 aspect ratio of videos that we see in long form over here. And the maximum 1-minute duration of shorts also lends itself well to sonnets. Therefore, 154 sonnets are going to be a playlist here. For those of you who are interested in poetry, or those of you who are interested in seeing how AI can help you generate something orders of magnitude faster than people even a few years ago could, let alone people in Shakespeare's time could, this will be very interesting to you. If you're not interested in these sonnets at all, then I request that you recognize this as a tool to increase traffic to this channel and get more people watching the other subjects here that we are interested in. So with that, this is the introduction to the sonnets playlist. I'm going to generate 154 high-quality sonnets about contemporary topics and other topics that we are interested in on this channel, and I hope you find them to be interesting and of high quality. And I similarly hope you are inspired to generate your own creative output with artificial intelligence, given how fortunate we are to have these tools available to us in this day and age. Thanks for watching.